second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 92 yards, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll run here with Balaj. He'll have a first down past the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Ordinarily, third down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the second level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On second down, Fitzpatrick again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Partner, earlier I asked you about some teams that were underperforming so far. Well, right now let's play a game arrow up, arrow down. I'll give you teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack. You tell me if they're going to go up or down second half of the season. Let's start with the Raiders at 3 and 4.
Arrow up. I think they're going to beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and they will beat someone good down the stretch.
Okay, now Jacksonville, they're 500 right now, 4 and 4.
Yeah, but their division is conducive to their arrow going up. Gardner Minshew playing well. Maybe Nick Foles comes back, and I like that defense.
Okay, the Lions got a win last week to get to 3-3-1. How about them?
Don't like their division. Minnesota, Green Bay within division. Unfortunately, arrow down.
Lastly, how about the Panthers, 4 and 3?
Defense is supposed to travel. That was a tough one in San Francisco last Sunday. Still think that'll happen, and I do believe Cam Newton will come back this season. Arrow up.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10.
55's mark, guys. 55.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. To throw again on second down. Breeze.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Kamara. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
52 and 56, 52 and 56. 53 to Mike, 53. Hey, Orvin. Go ahead. Let's go, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Fitzpatrick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Go, go. Rip right, rip right. Let's go, let's go.
A first throw for the backup, Rosen.
Let's go.
Going deep here for Parker. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Hey, Zoo.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
So we got man. 20 seconds.
The final shot before half for Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Let's go, baby. Pick 6 all day.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Let's go, fellas.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
He's checking, he's checking. 13. Hey, easy. 55 is mine.
Breeze now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Another try after the first down sack. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. I'm here all day. 55.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. The tackle made by Ken Crawley.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run it again with Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Throwing now is Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Here I come.
Kamara trying again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Check 4. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Oh, get him. Check the backer. Check 43. Tron.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Check safety. Check. Lucky. Gonna go 5-0 here? P. 53's the mark. 53.
First down, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Check 3. 53's the mic. Hey, 5-0. Jeff, go Jeff. Check. 53's mic. Check. 53's mic.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. That's going to be caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, 27 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Breeze leads this one with Kamara, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Check, check, check.
Now Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Ready, 95, 56. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 11. 55. Hey, eat. Where's that?
Breeze to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable for Grant. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Back near his goal line, Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They've got the jumbo set out there. A huge play in this overtime session. It's 3rd and inches. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Now Kamara. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready, 5-9. 5-1. What we got?
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.